Could the greatest truth about your unique place in this universe be pulsating within you at this very moment? We're taught to view our blood as a mere biological identifier. It's a clinical classification linked to antigens vital for medical procedures and genetic mapping. You likely identify with one of the primary four groups O, AB, or AB, while science has catalogued numerous blood group systems and over 600 unique antigens. A complexity that is truly astounding. For many of us, it remains a simple line on a health record. But what if this clinical data is just the cover of a much more profound book? What if timeless knowledge, safeguarded in secluded temples and nearly lost scrolls, points to something more? Imagine your blood group is not just a biological fact, but a spiritual blueprint, an energetic frequency that your essence chose before your earthly journey began, outlining the precise calling you arrived here to live out. Come with me on this exploration, as we are about to learn how to interpret this blueprint using the wisdom from my lineage. This is not a rejection of science, it is about illuminating it with a layer of spiritual truth that science was never designed to perceive. The insights you are about to receive could fundamentally shift your self-perception and place you firmly on the path that has been patiently awaiting you. In the profound silence of high mountains, where the air is pure and thoughts become crystal clear, my tradition has dedicated ages to examining the fabric of reality. These teachings are not strange assertions, but about discovering the sacred within the everyday. I teach that all of existence, from the orbit of stars to the rhythm of our own hearts, originates from a single, indivisible source. This principle resonates in teachings like Buddhism, Taoism, and the deepest spiritual inquiries of humankind. From this perspective, nothing is random. The color of your eyes, the patterns on your hands, and absolutely, your blood group are all energetic signatures, clues that guide you back to your specific connection with that universal source. I would never advise you to disregard medical knowledge. I respect it as a valid mode of perception, yet I ask you to consider another viewpoint, one that perceives your blood not as a biological fluid, but as a hallowed river flowing through you. This current transports much more than oxygen. It carries lineage, potentiality, and a direct channel to the universe's energy. This perspective invites you to see your blood type as a foundation for self-realization. It is not a confining box of fate, but rather a symbolic guide. Within Jungian thought, blood itself is a deeply potent archetype, a representation of life, ancestry, and the core instinctual being. This information is not intended to confine you but to liberate you. It is a blueprint, not a final judgment. My tradition centers on the interplay between framework and choice. Your blood type could be the framework, your inherent inclinations, your karmic baseline, while your consciousness is your ultimate choice, the agency to use that blueprint with intention. Before we explore the meaning of each distinct way, it's vital to embrace this idea in your soul: you are the true creator of your reality. This knowledge merely gives you a better sense of the raw material you've been given to work with. My teachings state that each of the four principal blood archetypes corresponds to a unique type of spiritual calling. Every way of being holds its own divine objective, its special abilities, and its own significant hurdles. This is the very journey your essence selected in order to learn, evolve, and contribute its singular harmony to the grand orchestra of being. Identify your group, be receptive, and hear if you can detect the gentle guidance of your soul's calling. We start with type O, frequently considered the foundational bloodline. Although the science of our blood's history is intricate in numerous spiritual systems, type O embodies the energy of origin, of the source point. Its archetype is the pioneer, not simply a pioneer of land but a spiritual pioneer and innovator, the one who safeguards the creative flame. The frequency of type O is primal, direct, and incredibly potent. It's the frequency of guidance, aspiration, and a fortitude that refuses to yield. If you are type O, you embody the imprint of the founder, the guardian, and the visionary builder. You are tuned into the wild, untamed power of the earth. You possess a natural drive to not just survive but to prosper, and to forge a new way where none exists. A profound sense of confidence resides in your spirit, a self-sufficiency that can appear absolute. Your internal dialogue often centers on movement. What must be accomplished? How can I achieve this? What is the most efficient path? You are here to bring things into existence. A type O spiritual calling is to act as a conduit for source power. Your objective is to manifest grand visions into tangible form. You are the creators of a new paradigm, the protectors of your tribe, and the guides who lead others through challenging times. You exist to show humanity its own power and its capacity to surmount any obstacle. Your way is not one of silent reflection, it is one of active participation in the world. You learn through action, through guiding, through creating. Your spirit picked this way to learn about responsible influence and courageous direction. You have many strengths. You possess vast physical and mental endurance. Your intention is like a focused beam, helping you to tune out noise and pursue your objectives with a relentless spirit. You are a born leader, and others naturally gravitate toward your assurance. You're typically positive, sociable, and benevolent, frequently serving as the anchor for your relations or larger group. Your ultimate strength is your unmediated connection to that core energy, which gives you the courage to take chances others would never attempt. But the pioneer's way is a demanding one. The very fire that fuels you can also consume you. That assurance can morph into hubris. Your intense focus might become a rigid unwillingness to consider other perspectives. You may find vulnerability difficult, viewing it as a deficiency. The shadow of the pioneer is the autocrat, who rules instead of guides. Type O spirits frequently must learn the challenging lesson of humility. You need to grasp that true power isn't about avoiding falls. It is about getting up each time with greater insight. Your primary spiritual challenge is learning to wield your influence with kindness and to embrace genuine collaboration. Cultivate detachment. Your pioneer nature can become fixated on victory. Discover satisfaction in the effort itself, in the practice and the challenge. Engage in physical activities that anchor you in your body, not as an instrument but as a sacred vessel. Meditate not on your goals, but on the wellspring of your strength. Your purpose is not merely to conquer, but to manifest the creative force of reality. Learn to receive as much as you project. Discover power in quietness, not just in constant action. Following that, we address Type A. If Type O is the untamed power of the innovator, Type A is the steady hand of the guardian. This represents the archetype of the harmonizer, the steward, the upholder of sacred order. Where Type O carves a new road, Type A solidifies it and cultivates a society around it. The vibration of Type A is stable, intentional, and centered on balance. It is the vibration of structure, fellowship, and duty. If you are Type A, your core is about diligent nurturing. You are the very fabric that holds civilization in place. You discover serenity in structure, elegance in rhythm, and meaning in supporting the collective welfare. Your mind is inherently structured, and you possess a talent for developing frameworks that help others feel secure and valued. You are empathetic, considerate, and deeply attuned to the feelings of others. You have a vibrant inner life, and you aim to have the external world mirror the peace you cherish inside. The spiritual calling for a Type A soul is to foster serenity in an often turbulent reality. Your objective is to construct and sustain stable, caring spaces. Be it a household, an organization, or a plot of land, you are present to show the world the importance of persistence, dedication, and mutual effort. Your spirit selected this way to master the art of peaceful productivity and the lessons of selfless contribution. In a world that frequently applauds disruption, your divine work is to build heavens of stability and show us all that authentic growth requires deep roots. Your abilities are the very bedrock of organized life. You are exceptionally dependable and dutiful. When you give your word, you honor it. Your meticulousness is unparalleled, which makes you an outstanding organizer, artisan, or innovator. You are a faithful companion, a dedicated loved one, and a caring contributor to any group. Your ultimate ability is to show love through doing, through silent, steady, committed care. You don't just speak of improving the world, you rise and do the labor. The harmonizer's greatest hurdle is their connection to regulation. The wish for structure can contort into a stifling need for perfection. The craving for balance can foster a profound aversion to all forms of friction or upheaval. The shadow of the harmonizer is the fretful overthinker, tense, agitated, and opposed to life's unpredictable currents. You may suppress your own needs to maintain calm, creating internal turmoil that can manifest physically. Your spiritual challenge is to learn how to discover serenity amidst flaws and to have faith in existence even when it veers from your careful designs. I counsel the Type A spirit toward liberation within organization. A beautiful tree cannot grow, I often teach, if you are always digging it up to inspect its progress. Construct your elegant frameworks and then have faith in them. Employ mindfulness to soothe your restless mind. Learn to perceive change as a new beginning, not an end. Your challenge is to build a container of order, but not to resent the untamed force of life that courses through it. Reserve time for unstructured enjoyment, for activities with no purpose beyond delight. Your calling is to be a steward for humanity. Yet every skilled steward understands that some of the most stunning creations are those that emerge unexpectedly. Now, we shift to Type B. If Type A represents the established order, Type B is the catalyst who moves between worlds, carrying novel concepts, new outlooks, and an infusion of glorious disruption. This is the archetype of the visionary, the innovator, the trailblazer with a mission. The pulse of Type B is spontaneous, imaginative, and radically authentic. It is the pulse of liberty, inquisitiveness, and deep-seated drive. If you are Type B, conformity is not in your nature. You weren't designed to follow the common road. You are here to cut your own way through the wilderness. You are directed by your emotions and your intuitions far more than by any set of regulations. Your thoughts are a vibrant tapestry of concepts, continually forging links that others do not see. You are adaptive, positive, and you don't shy away from your feelings. You cannot tolerate inflexible systems and stifling patterns, and you flourish where spontaneity is welcome. The spiritual calling of a Type B soul is to serve as an agent of evolution and a beacon for genuine self-expression. Your objective is to question outdated structures, dismantle rigid paradigms, and show everyone that countless paths lead to a purposeful existence. You are the creator, the pioneer, the explorer who bridges diverse worlds and beliefs. Your spirit selected this way to learn to heed its own internal compass, even amid opposition. You exist to live with such authenticity that you inspire everyone else to find their own truth. Your abilities are the remedy for complacency. Your imagination is your ultimate power. You find pathways where others perceive only walls. You are incredibly versatile and can adapt to nearly any environment. Your enthusiasm is infectious, motivating others to pursue their own passions. You are also sensitive and can readily grasp alternate perspectives. Your greatest ability is your boundless thinking, which grants you entry to dimensions of insight inaccessible to more conventional minds. You are the asker of questions, the disruptor of norms, the untamed soul this world urgently requires. The trailblazer's journey can feel isolating. Your staunch independence can at times create difficulty in establishing profound, enduring bonds. Your enthusiasm, when undisciplined, can result in numerous ventures begun but left incomplete, with your power dispersed widely. The shadow of the trailblazer is the erratic dreamer. You might be perceived as self-centered or undependable simply because your values are so divergent from the majority. Your primary spiritual challenge is to discern the line between true liberty and mere avoidance. It involves directing your untamed power toward a clear intention without extinguishing your inner light. I advise the Type B soul to cultivate focused intention. I would never ask you to change, but to bring purpose to your explorations. A fire can warm a home or burn it down, I teach. Your passion needs a hearth. Meditate on your foundational principles to identify the one or two great loves that truly shape you. This provides your grounding. Engage in disciplines that require both imagination and structure, such as a creative art or a spiritual practice. This shows you how to bring your brilliant visions into being. Your calling is not to blend in, yet you must learn to create connections with the very world you aim to transform. Lastly, we discuss the most uncommon archetype, Type AB. I think of this group not as a mere combination of A and B, but as a completely distinct entity, a nexus between different realms. This is the archetype of the alchemist, the diplomat, the soul connector. The essence of Type AB is a fusion of opposites, insightful and profoundly intuitive. It's the essence of integration, of deep perception, and of profound understanding. If you're Type AB, you are a living paradox. You possess the structured, collective-mindedness of A coexisting with the unrestrained, unique expression of B. You might be sociable and gregarious one moment, then a secluded recluse the next. You are simultaneously logical and intensely perceptive. This can make you appear enigmatic or changeable to others, but for you, it's simply your reality. You are a natural integrator, able to connect with a wide variety of people effortlessly. The spiritual calling of a Type AB soul is to function as a living nexus. Your objective is to mend separations and steer humanity toward a more holistic state of consciousness. You are the mediator who perceives every side of a disagreement, the mystic who moves between the tangible and the unseen, the creator who fuses reason and feeling into a singular work. Your spirit selected this exceptionally layered path to achieve mastery in the art of synthesis, transmuting discord into accord. This deeply reflects the Jungian concept of uniting opposites, a process that fosters ultimate integration. Your abilities are exceptional and potent. Your ultimate power is your empathy. You do not just relate to others, you can nearly inhabit their emotional state, which makes you a remarkable guide and companion. You are extremely versatile, having the organizational capacity of A and the adaptability of B. You are often well regarded and admired, even if others feel they don't completely grasp you. You are a special kind of thinker, capable of tackling challenges with a mix of reason and imagination that produces remarkable outcomes. You are a born diplomat, able to diffuse conflicts and foster agreement where others could not. The alchemist's journey is perhaps the most demanding internally. Navigating that perpetual duality can be depleting. You might be extremely hesitant as you can see the merit in every side of a debate with equal clarity. You could feel that you never quite fit in anywhere. The shadow of the alchemist is a feeling of being disjointed or fake, or being perceived as duplicitous because you reveal different aspects of your character to different people. Your spiritual challenge is to merge your many facets into a cohesive whole. It's a path of embracing your paradoxical being not as a deficiency but as your most profound strength. I lead the type AB soul toward a journey of unconditional self-embrace. Cease attempts to pick between your various inclinations and instead welcome all of them. You are not a contradiction, I would explain, you are a complete ecosystem. Meditation is vital for you, as it helps you locate the quiet center amid your intricate nature. Connect with the natural world to ground your complex energies. Your purpose is to help, but take care not to become an emotional sponge, absorbing others' issues until you are drained. Establish firm energetic perimeters. Your calling is not to fix everyone's issues, but to personify the very potential for harmony. You are the living embodiment that reason and feeling, community and autonomy can coexist in peace. You have now heard the chronicles of the four ways: the pioneer, the harmonizer, the trailblazer, the alchemist. You may recognize yourself perfectly in one, or discover elements of your being in them all. Hold this truth above everything. Your blood offers a blueprint, but it is your consciousness that chooses how to bring it to life. The blueprint is not the final structure. It is a launching point, an insight, a kind-hearted prompt from reality reminding you of the promise you made to yourself. We all must connect to the wellspring from which all life emerges. Whether your unique stream is a powerful pioneer's current or a gentle harmonizer's flow, it all returns to the singular great sea of awareness. The aim of this insight isn't to categorize us into four rigid groups. It is to achieve the reverse. It is to provide you a richer admiration for your own special makeup and true empathy for the differing makeups of those around you. The pioneer requires the harmonizer's grounding. The harmonizer requires the trailblazer's innovative spark. We are all elements of a single entity, a unified human spirit. And now, this knowledge poses a question directly to you. Take a peaceful breath, gaze inward. Reflect on the road you've traveled, the hurdles you've overcome, and the talents that feel so innate to you. What is your blood group? If these words resonated deep within your being, post it in the comments. And don't simply type the letter, post a personal insight. Did a particular ability or struggle feel deeply familiar? We are not constrained by these classifications, but by sharing our experiences, we behold the stunning, interwoven pattern of the human experience. Your experience is an essential part of it. The path to knowing yourself is the soul journey with ultimate meaning. It is the sacred task of a whole life. The blood coursing through you now is performing more than sustaining you. It is delivering a timeless summons, a summons to live with greater awareness, to love with greater openness, and to embrace fully the extraordinary purpose that belongs only to you. Heed its timeless call. Your true path is already unfolding within.